I just wanted to do a short video on the Groovy Game Gear website. Um, couldn't really find too much, I guess, reviews or videos or anything of like hardly any of their products, and most of the stuff that I wanted to order, I couldn't find on, for instance, YouTube, any reviews or comments on the quality. So got the order a couple days ago. Started setting it all up. As you can see, one of the joysticks, the dust washer, dust jacket, whatever you want to call it, was broken. I'm not entirely. I'm probably 100% certain this happened during shipping, but it's not a big deal. It's not a comment on the distributor or vendor or whatever you want to call them. But a lot of their products I think are pretty decent, um, or at least from what I can tell. I haven't actually used them yet, but in terms of how they look on the website versus how they look, because as you can notice, some stuff is actually slightly not the same color, and while it's not a big deal, it kind of bugs me a little bit. These two right here, I was 100% certain they weren't going to match, and as you can see, that's a little bit more obvious than these two. This is the hand candy ball that they sell on the website. As you can see, it feels a little bit different, but the big selling point I think on most of them is the lack of the seam. As you can see, so you can see that. Yeah, as you can see, this one is like basically two pieces glued together or adhered in some way. You can kind of feel it when you rub your finger on it. This one is completely smooth. It has a little bit more weight to it. This one, I know it's not completely screwed on, but this one has like a very plasticky, very cheap feel to it. I mean, it's called an economy ball, so it gets the job done. This is, way better in terms of how it feels and just everything else. As you can see, I got a little zero delay encoder right here that I'm setting up. I don't have any of this stuff mounted to my control panel because I'm getting the vinyl put on it, so I had to take everything off. But as far as noise, that's about as loud as the joysticks are. Lift it off the table so you don't hear it. I actually like the way it sounds. This is the long one. I got this because I didn't route the wood. You can see it's, maybe a few inches longer, about an inch and a half. This is also one of the long ones too, but overall I'm pretty happy with at least the quality of it appearance wise. I'll make another video once I do all this stuff and comment on the quality of it in action, as well as the encoder, because you don't find very many videos about these either, but they're cheap. They're like $10 on eBay. So in terms of the clickiness of the buttons, these are all the Arcade Prime. These three right here are all the Arcade Prime buttons with the standard, I forgot what they're called, like Groovy standard switches or something. This is some of the player one. I also have the player two buttons that they sell on their website. As you can see, these switches say Zippyy on them. Well, they say it somewhere. Oh, maybe I'm losing my mind. Oh, hang on. It's on the top half of these. See if I can pop it out while holding this thing. So yeah, it's on the top half right there once it focuses in. But anyway, yeah. I don't know if there's Zippy switches. I'm fairly certain that they're just they're Zippy cases, if you will. They have diagrams on them saying which one's the ground, which one's the hot wire and stuff. In terms of clickiness, they're moderately quiet. I like the way they sound. I honestly wouldn't know the difference between any because I'm not versed in this stuff. But there's the amount of action and all that good stuff. These, like I said, all three of these are the Arcade Primes. This is the player buttons with the decals on them, and if you can kind of see it, it's got like a little gloss. I'm fairly certain that this is like a little sticker or something that's painted on there, and then they have like a little bit of paint over it. You can't see it on here, but I'm almost 100% certain that these are the same buttons with just a little icon on it. I think they're maybe like 10 cents more expensive or something, but same sound, same amount of press distance and all that good stuff. But yeah, I just made this to show off the colors and stuff, because this one on the website looks about maybe 10 to 20% lighter than it actually is. I know it looks light in this video too, but yeah. So there's, and then that's, like I said, that's the Arcade Prime green button and the economy green ball. And then this is the Arcade Prime blue, obviously, and the I think it's called Deep Blue hand candy ball. And chances are I'm probably going to get the hand candy ball of this one, just because I don't like the way it feels. This is the player 2 is mainly going to be used by my wife, so she won't even know the difference. But just because if I ever have to use player 2, I don't want to deal with. I just don't like the way this feels, and I don't like the way the plastic feels. Like I said, this one's just nice and smooth. It's just kind of like you just anyway. But yeah, I'll do a video once I get all this stuff in and actually configured with the arcade machine, because right now it's obviously not ready. But yeah, hope this helped anybody looking for Arcade Prime stuff or Groovy Game Gear stuff, because it's nowhere on the internet. Maybe I suck at Google. But yep, that's it.